Hey, what's going on, guys? So I am in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, just south of Cancun, and I'm at Toolok Kaa'n Reptile Rescue. It's one of the only reptile rescues in this part of Mexico, and most of the animals here are rescued from this area of Mexico. They have crocodiles here, they have snakes, lizards, turtles, and most of them are all native to this part of Mexico and have been rescued from resorts or construction sites, and they stay here until they're all rehabilitated and ready to be released back in the wild. So I'm here with a great group of Canadian herpers. We're heading in and taking a tour of this really incredible reptile rescue. I'm Dave Kaufman, and these are my reptile adventures. All right, Canadians, what's in this bin?
30-year-old sulcata.
Whoa!
30-year-old.
Look at this. This is incredible. Look at these piggies. Hi. Hi, piggy. Oh my God. These piggies are so adorable.
Push Dave over.
How is something so cute so delicious?
Bacon.
All right, but here, look at this. Obvious male, huge sulcata. Wow, so this was rescued right here in Mexico. No?
No.
No de Mexico?
No de Mexico. It's exotic turtle
It's exotic.
from Africa.
Yeah.
Africa.
These guys are native to West Africa in Senegal.
It's a pet.
And this is just a pet here at the rescue.
How long have you had it?
Yes. Here in
Yeah,
Toolok Kaa'n, 3 years.
3 years, wow.
So it's the size of the dog.
Yes. One person told me one day and say me, I see in your Facebook you have a African turtle. You see the small.
little.
Yeah.
And yes, I have. Me too. You okay? Pero no more. My husband dead, and I'm alone.
You can't take care of it any
Please,
longer.
Take it, yeah.
yes.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
Big thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a beautiful. It's
He
a
was
crazy-
saying that the
crazy
husband,
story.
35 years ago, found the tortoise in Africa as a little baby tortoise hatchling, and brought it home to Mexico in his bag.
Really?
This
Yes,
one.
It's the story for the woman.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Wow.
she said. The wife.
Yes,
So this guy was actually born in West Africa.
it's African boy.
African boy. That's cool.
Okay, that is not only extremely illegal, but that's actually kind of a cool story.
Super cool story.
Yeah.
Was it illegal 30 years
Yeah, I was
ago?
gonna say, I don't think it was illegal then.
35 years ago?
All right, comment below. Was it illegal to put a tortoise in your bag and fly it home to Mexico 30 years ago? Was that illegal? Comment below and let us know. I think it was. All right, so that's Barbara the snapping turtle right there.
Yes, see the tail like an alligator.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the shell have a algae from camouflage.
Yeah, algae.
They live in the swamp. Okay, in the swamp, stay, no move, waiting for maybe one fish.
Oh, I thought your hand was a fish.
Capture the fish or eat. It's very special.
So you got two little crocs in there.
In Spanish, it's pantano. Pantano.
Zilla has everything you need for your reptile pets, from caging to lighting and everything in between. To see their entire catalog and find out where you can get Zilla products near you, visit zillarules.com.
Born here in the sanctuary. I have the parents.
Oh, they born right here?
4 years old and 2 years old. Okay.
Oh, what a cutie, look at that.
Hey, Coquito. Oh, muy bien. His name is Coquito. He's a very friendly crocodile.
You know what coquito means?
I have no idea.
Coca-Cola.
Exactly, Coca-Cola.
Is it?
Es que es cocodrilo en español. Cocodrilo, small, coquito.
Coquito.
Oh, okay.
Small
Yeah.
Coco,
Gotcha.
coquito.
That's cute.
That's
That's
adorable.
exactly, so small crocodiles in Mexico
Yeah,
are called
that's coquitos.
Coca-Cola. Yeah. So have a look at this. This is a Morett crocodile, and this is one of the crocodile species that's native to right here in Mexico. They're also native all the way down to Guatemala. Look at this big, beautiful guy. Now these guys will grow up to about 10 feet. So they do get to be pretty big crocodiles, but the interesting thing about this crocodile is that they're only found in fresh water. They kind of stay away from brackish water and salt water like other crocodiles do. So this is another freshwater crocodile in the world. And you know how to tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? One will see you later and one will see you in a while. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. All right, so that is Coca-Cola's mom right there. And there's 5 Morlets in this enclosure. All right, so we are leaving the female Morlet crocodiles and we are heading over here to see the big boy.
Separate pen because he's dangerous.
He's dangerous. Dun 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 dun.
Only put with the females in April and May for reproducing.
What is it now? January?
I don't even know.
I don't either.
Tiene 30 años. 30 years old, 3 meters.
30 años?
30 años.
Ooh, that's
Like
30
you.
years to you and me. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
120 kilos. He's a big boy.
120 kilos.
120
So
kilos.
that's like
120 kilos.
560,000 pounds. Amanda, what do you think of that croc?
I want one.
You want that croc?
Oh yeah,
Do you think you could get that croc back up to Canada?
definitely not.
That
Find
sounds-
one there.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
In Mexico is a big snake. Es la serpiente más grande de México. No poison. The females are more big. Las hembras son más grandes. Mexico is a number 2 country have more snakes. Number 1,
Australia?
Australia. Yes. National Geographic.
Thailand. Oh no, it is Australia. Yeah, you were right. You were right.
Australia.
I was a little late to that. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mexico, 400 different species, maybe more.
400 different species of just snakes.
In Mexico, yes.
In Mexico.
Only Quintana Roo, 28. Here in Peninsula de Yucatan, only one
Rattlesnake, and that's him.
Scaban.
That's the only rattlesnake found in the Yucatan.
It's a baby. The adult 2 meters is very big. Yes.
Very big rattlesnake.
Yes.
2 meters.
She thinks everything's big.
Good for you. Now, this one was found somewhere where he didn't belong, and you rescued him, right?
Yes.
Wow, what a gorgeous rattlesnake. I love how it starts off with stripes and then turns into that classic rattlesnake diamond pattern. That is a great looking snake. Wow, that is fantastic. Okay, so here we have another snake that has been recently rescued. Oh yeah, that is a good looking boa. That is acting like a wild boa. Yeah, that one is not at all happy with the world. Yeah, look at the red on his head.
Even the lips. Like, look at that.
Yeah. That is a gorgeous snake.
Is this BCI or BCC?
No, this is Boa Imperator.
Imperator, yes.
Yep.
Yes, Mexican.
So this is a Mexican boa. This is Boa Imperator. She is really surly, but this is exactly what Mexican boas look like here in this region of Mexico. And if you look at her head and the upper 2/3 of her body, look at the red on that. I mean, I've never seen a boa with that kind of red in the upper 2/3 of the body. But if you look at her tail isn't red at all. These guys do not have red tails. It's more of a maroon, but the top 2/3 of her body, that's where the red is on these guys. This was a rescue, and this guy or girl is going to be put right back into a much more suitable habitat within the next couple of days. But right now, she is really surly. She has no clue what we're doing. She is terrified. She thinks we're predators, and that's why she's carrying on the way that she's carrying on. So we're not going to stress her out anymore. We're going to put her back in a box, and in a couple of days, this one will go right back to the wilds of Mexico. So some snakes, boas especially, will carry on like that big girl did. But look at this little guy over here, calm and gentle as a kitten, and just out of the wild as well as that big one was just a couple of days ago. So different boas do have different personalities. Some are really snappy and want to rip your face off. Others are calm as kittens. Okay, so what Mexican species do you have here?
At Dubia.com, all the roaches are raised in-house in sterile conditions and then packed and shipped on-site directly to you. For all your Dubia needs, order today at Dubia.com or see the link in the description below.
This is articulated python. My favorite morph ever. The closest thing to solid black, so I always wanted a solid black articulated python.
Wow. That is gorgeous.
Motley golden child.
No, these guys are absolutely gorgeous. And look at this snake. What a beautiful snake. What a sweetheart. And no, these are not native to Mexico. These are native from Indonesia all the way up to the mainland of Asia, of Southeast Asia. So, do you really want one of these?
I would. This is my dream snake.
Okay, so
forever.
here's what we're going to do. I'll distract our friend there. You run. Wow, gorgeous. And look what we've got here. We've got a bunch of little rhinoclemmies. These are South American wood turtles. Look at these guys. These guys are just awesome. And these were, I think, if I remember correctly, these were all found in a construction area. And these were all rescued and are going to find new homes somewhere suitable in this part of Mexico. But what do we have in here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these guys. Look at the head markings on that one. Wow. These guys are so beautiful, and these are one of the turtles that are native to right here in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. How cool is that?
They're very cool. I love the speckles on their legs and then
Right.
the right stripes. They almost look like a dulled down red-eared slider. But
Exactly,
cool. They're
exactly.
beautiful.
So this is another snake that's found here at the rescue. This is one of those species that I would love to find here in Mexico. So this is a milk snake that's found here in Mexico, but this one is actually a pretty famous one in herpetoculture. This is actually a Sinaloan milk snake, but look at this. This is the first wild Sinaloan milk snake I've ever had in my hands. I used to work with these. I've had tons of captive bred ones, of course, but this is the first one that I've ever held in my hands in Mexico. I would love to actually find these in the wild. But this is exactly what they look like in the wild. Those nice contrasty bands, nice thick black outlines around that yellow, and those big thick red bands. Just an absolutely amazing snake. Wow. I really need to start working with colubrids a little bit more because these colubrids are really, really awesome. All right, let's see what's next. All right, look at this. This is one of their turtle holding facilities. And when there's not turtles to be rescued, well, then there's nothing in there. But look at this. There's a bunch of turtles in there. I see a couple of rhinoclemmies in there. And I see a bunch of rhinoclemmies in here. But you know what's interesting is there's not a single red-eared slider here, and those are invasive all over the world. And I would think that here in Mexico, red-eared sliders, being as common as they are, would be the most surrendered reptile to this rescue, and it doesn't seem like they are. There's none in here. But what a cool holding enclosure for turtles here, so that guests can walk across this bridge, see the turtles in here before they're re-released. This is super cool. So we've been here all day. It's getting dark, starting to rain. I don't want to leave. There is something cool to see around every little corner of this place, and this guy is no exception. So this is Centicollis triaspis. This is one of the rat snakes that's found here in Mexico. So with rat snakes, as a juvenile, they will start out with these juvenile colors, this really heavily patterned, contrasty pattern. As they grow and as they shed, they will change colors. And that's not true for all rat snakes, but for like black rat snakes, yellow rat snakes, that is true. It's also true for this guy. The common name of this snake is the green rat snake. So while he starts out with this coloration, as he gets to be an adult, he will turn more and more green until he is a solid, beautiful green snake. These are one of the coolest rat snakes found in Mexico, and these actually range all the way up into a couple of counties, maybe 1 or 2 counties in Arizona. So these are native to the United States, but they're found primarily here in Mexico. And again, this guy is going to be so vibrant and beautifully green as an adult, but this guy is just a little baby. And these guys have more elongated noses than other North American rat snakes. These are just some of the coolest rat snakes out there. You know, guys, when you run a reptile rescue, you basically work with almost no money. You run tours, that's how you get your money, but that is a dedication to reptile welfare. And this was founded and is managed by really one guy, and that's Ken, who's been showing us around. So Kudos to him for his dedication to preserving Mexican species of reptiles and amphibians here at this rescue. So guys, I just want to give a real quick shout out and a thank you to all my Patreon supporters. If you would like to become a Patreon supporter and further help reptile education on this channel, that link is in the description below. And guys, as always, thanks for watching. And until the next reptile adventure, love the planet, feed your reptile obsession, and rattle on.